which that's a magical moment in itself because you're eating the greatest food on the planet. But regardless. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel again. Hopefully again. Maybe you're here for the first time. If so, welcome. So I wanted to do, I did, one of my last videos was the 30-minute or 30 questions in 5 minutes, like Disney challenge-y thing. And I've seen that on a lot of other DCP vlogger videos. And I have another video today that's kind of the same thing. It's called the DCP Tag. It's just like questions that people answer about, like specifically about the Disney College program. And so I thought that would be helpful since this is a Disney College program channel. I thought it would be nice to kind of give you all a better idea of how I heard about the program, why I want to do it, and just some other things that this asks. It'll just be kind of fun and informational, especially for those of you who don't really know what the college program is. Hopefully it'll give you a better understanding of what I'm doing. So it's called the DCP Tag because people like tag each other in the video to do it. Well, I don't really have any YouTube friends that would tag me in this video, so I'm just kind of doing it by myself. Cause why not? Maybe I can tag my roommate who's also starting a vlog. Her channel is called MK in the MK, Mary Catherine in the Magic Kingdom. She's so awesome and she'll be vlogging our program too. So that'd be awesome for you all to go keep up with her because I'm sure we'll both be in each other's videos a lot. So that'd be another fun resource for you guys to see what we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these DCP tag questions, and I haven't even thought about these, so it'll be fun just to kind of hear what I'm thinking on the fly. Number 1, how did you hear about the program? Well, Disney has been a huge part of my life since I was really, really little. My parents started taking us there pretty young. And so I was always very familiar with all things Disney. I don't remember when I actually first heard about it. I'm sure it was before this moment, but my cousin Betsy, she did the college program after she graduated. I'm not sure what year that would have been, but I think I was still in middle school. Betsy, how much older than me are you? You're a year older than Maggie. Whatever. You all do not care about this. So sorry. But yes, so I probably heard about it in middle school, early high school, I'm not exactly sure when, about the actual program that my cousin was doing. So I'm not sure if that's the first time that I heard about the program or if that was just the first time I knew someone that was doing it. But regardless, that was a big moment for me because from that point on, I knew that I wanted to do the program and I was determined to do it. Number 2, how was the interview process? Well, I'll start with just a little background information. I actually applied once before and didn't get accepted. I applied my sophomore year of college. My application went through and was accepted, and then I got the WBI, or the web-based interview, and I didn't pass it. What? Like they were telling me I didn't have the personality to work at Disney World, and I was highly offended. I was like, how do I not belong in Disney World? I was like, that is my place. But I was really sad after I didn't get in, but in retrospect, I'm so thankful that I didn't get in then because I would have been a semester behind in school. And now that I get to go after I've graduated, I don't have to worry about going back to school. I don't have to worry about taking classes. I can just be down there, enjoy the program, hopefully extend and stay longer in Disney. And it's just worry-free, so you don't even, that's not even a concern of mine, which is awesome, and I'm really thankful for that. But the process this year, it's good, but it's just so hard because Disney keeps everything very under wraps. Everything's kind of hush-hush, and so there's a lot of waiting and not knowing what you're waiting for. The applications dropped on January 23rd, I think, 2017 for my program. I applied that day. I applied the day they came out. I submitted my application and it went through. It did not go into submission, which I was incredibly grateful for. Then I had my WBI that night as well. Passed it, which was awesome because I was so scared about it. And then I had my phone interview on January 27th, and then I was accepted on February 13th. I had a pretty short waiting period compared to many people who wait very, very long amounts of time. So I was incredibly thankful that I only had to wait like a couple weeks. It wasn't that long. So it wasn't terrible, but it ended in an acceptance, so it couldn't have been better. Number 3, where were you when you found out that you got into the program? Okay, this is kind of funny. So it was the first day they had a big wave of acceptances, was February 13th. Literally, so there's the Facebook pages where everyone like notifies all the time, and people were just sending in, I got accepted, like one after the other. And I got all these notifications in class at my 10 a.m. class, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was automatically in the worst mood because I was not getting my acceptance, and I was like, I'm gonna be waiting till March. They're gonna tell me I didn't get in. I'm gonna be so angry. And so it was literally the first day of applications, and I was already so over the waiting process. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I literally just wanted to go sit in my room and cry because I didn't know whether or not I was getting in. I was having like a little bit of a dramatic moment, but it's just, you can't possibly understand the pressure of not knowing when it's coming if you haven't experienced something like that before, and it's just so frustrating. So I was in my class getting all these notifications, and I was just angry about it. And then I went to lunch afterwards, and I was with my friend Landry and Renee and my professor Brittany, and I was like trying to be in conversation with them, but I was literally just like checking my email, like refreshing, like driving myself crazy about it. And I finally was like, okay, Sarah Beth, you just have got to chill out. And I had class anyway after lunch. I was in a film photography class, so I can't have my phone in the dark room anyway because just like it's a light sensitive area. And so I checked it once before I went in the dark room to start developing stuff, and I was like, okay, it's not here, it's not coming today. So it's a late class, so I was like, you know what, they're probably already done sending out acceptances for the day. Just be fine that you didn't get it and go on with your day. It's fine. I had set my phone out, I went in the dark room and was developing and all that stuff, and at the end of class I came back out and I was like, I was feeling good because I hadn't been stressing about it. It was like, whatever. I was finally okay with the fact that I wasn't getting my acceptance that day. And I literally walked in to the computer lab to get my phone, and it had the congratulations email, and I literally was like, I started screaming. I was so excited. And I ran into the wood shop where my professor Daniel was, and one of my friends, Avery, who is just the most supportive person in the world. They both are. They're incredible. And so I ran in there. I was like, I got in, I don't know what to do, I got in. And Daniel gave me a huge hug, and Avery gave me a huge hug, and everyone was just jumping up and down, and it was the best feeling in the world. And then of course I was like, I've been on cloud 9 ever since then, like just waiting to move in. So that was an awesome, awesome day. Where were you? Oh, where were you when you found out? I literally just read that one. Number 4, what is your role? So my role for the program is quick service food and beverage. And I know it's not, you know, the most sought after role, but I fully expected to get quick service food and beverage. I was one of those people that was like, I do not care what I am doing, I just want to be on the program. I was like, I don't care if I'm custodial, I don't care if I'm quick service food and beverage, it doesn't matter, I want to be there. And so I put high interest on all of the roles that usually people put no interest in. So I put high interest in quick service food and beverage, custodial, all those things, just because I wanted to be there. I didn't care what I was doing, I wanted to be on the program. Plus I also have a background in fast food because I worked at McDonald's with there's a ministry from my school that I do a program with during the summers, or that I did, and I went to Ohio and like lived there for 8 weeks, and it's basically all just like growing in your faith. And while you're there, you get full-time jobs to kind of create community within the people that lived in that town. So it was a really awesome environment. But I worked at McDonald's, and surprisingly, I loved it so much. Like, it was the absolute best experience ever. And so if I love working at a McDonald's in Ohio, I'm sure that I'll love working quick service in Disney World. Like, how could I not? And I know it's gonna be stressful and busy and overwhelming, but I'm just one of those people. It's like, I'm gonna, you know, pull my big girl boots up. I don't know what that phrase is. I'm just gonna make the most of it, you know? I'm just one of those, I'm a positive person. I'm not gonna sit around and complain about that I have to go to work. I'm just gonna do it and do a smiling face. Because in those moments, it's like, no one's expecting to have a great quick service experience, you know? Like, no one's expecting to be like, wow, that was such a magical moment walking in a line and getting Casey's corn dog nuggets, which that's a magical moment in itself because you're eating the greatest food on the planet. But regardless, no one's expecting to have that. And so I think if I'll just have the opportunity to make the best experience possible, that's gonna be awesome. Just getting to make magical moments when people aren't expecting it, you know? So yeah, I would love to be a character performer at some point. I think I'm just a little too tall. The characters usually max out at like 5'8". The princesses do anyway, and I'm like just over that. I'm relatively tall for a girl, and so I don't know if that's like ever gonna be a possibility, but I'll keep going to auditions until they sit me down and say, Sarabeth, we're literally never gonna cast you, and then I'll probably keep going. Number 5, how did you find your roommates and how many of them do you want? I talked about this a little bit in my first video. I connected with all my roommates on the Facebook page. They are absolutely incredible. There's Catherine, who's the oldest, Mary Catherine, who's next, then Janie, then there's me, and then there's Marley, and then there's Mackenzie. So we have a lot of M's, and they're all so incredibly wonderful. I'm so grateful for all of them. And Mary Catherine is the one that's also doing a YouTube channel. So go check her out, but then you can follow all the rest of them on Instagram too, because I'm sure you'll fall in love with them by watching my videos. And we successfully linked together for housing, which we were so stressed about. It was a little bit of a terrifying process, but we did it. So yay! Number 6. What are you going to miss most while in the program? I think I'm just gonna miss my family most. Just being away from the people that you love is really hard. And I went away for school, but it was only about an hour and a half away from where I live. So it was like, if I needed them, I could call them and they could get to me and it wasn't a big deal. But being 13 hours away is a little bit different. So I'm definitely gonna miss them and just miss seeing them every day. Yeah, I'm more excited than I am nervous about things like that, but that definitely is a factor. I'll miss them a ton. Number 7. What's your favorite Disney park? Magic Kingdom, faux show. And my second used to be Hollywood Studios, but now they're shutting everything down and they closed the Great Movie Ride. I'm just like up in arms about it. Like, I'm not happy. So Animal Kingdom is slowly creeping into the second place. And I rode Flights of Passage for the first time last week when I went, or however many weeks ago when I went to Disney. And it was absolutely incredible. Like, blew my mind. It was wonderful. Number 8. What's the first thing you want to do when you get down there? Oh gosh, I don't know what the first thing is, but one of the things I'm really looking forward to at the beginning is watching the fireworks, watching Happily Ever After with my roommates from the Polynesian, whichever night we decide to do that before we do traditions and can't get into the parks yet. I'm excited to have that experience. I think that'll be fun. What is number 1 on your bucket list? I don't have a number 1. There's a lot of things that I want to do that I haven't done yet, and I'll make a bucket list video that's actually everything that is on my bucket list that I hope to do, but I can't pick one. I don't know. And number 10, one thing I hope to take away from the program. Well, I'm sure I'll take away lots of amazing things, just like experience and memories, which are going to be incredible. And I'm so thankful that I get to do that. But one thing that I am kind of interested to see what comes from the program is whether or not I decide to stay with Disney, or I guess whether or not they decide to keep me. I'd stay there for sure, but whether they keep me. I'm hoping to do either another program or do a professional internship. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of the program in that way, just career-wise. That'll be exciting to figure out. Okay, so that's all the 10 questions. So that's a little bit more specifically about the college program and things I'm looking forward to and what it's about. Thank you all again for watching, and again, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for your support. I appreciate and love you guys so much. Bye!